Mix and match.
Accidental discoveries that change the world forever. Not all of history's greatest breakthroughs were the result of careful planning. In fact, some of the most transformative discoveries in science came about completely by accident. These serendipitous moments have reshaped fields like medicine, technology, and even the way we live our daily lives. Let's jump right into 5 of the most extraordinary accidental discoveries that left a lasting impact on the world. 1. Penicillin, the antibiotic that came from mold. One of the most famous accidental discoveries in medical history is penicillin, the first antibiotic. In 1928, Scottish bacteriologist Alexander Fleming was working in his laboratory at St. Mary's Hospital in London. After returning from a 2-week vacation, he noticed something unusual in one of his Petri dishes. It had been accidentally contaminated with mold, and what caught his eye was that the bacteria near the mold had died, while the rest of the dish still showed bacterial growth. Fleming identified the mold as Penicillium notatum and realized that it produced a substance capable of killing bacteria. This marked the discovery of penicillin, though Fleming himself did not fully appreciate its potential at first. It wasn't until the early 1940s, when scientists like Howard Florey and Ernst Boris Chain worked on developing penicillin for clinical use, that its life-saving properties became clear. The accidental discovery of penicillin revolutionized medicine, particularly during World War II, where it saved countless soldiers from infections. Fleming's serendipitous observation laid the foundation for the modern antibiotic era, and in 1945, he received the Nobel Prize for his groundbreaking work. Today, antibiotics like penicillin continue to save millions of lives, all thanks to a little mold in a forgotten Petri dish. 2. The microwave oven, from radar to kitchen essential. The microwave oven, a staple in modern kitchens, owes its existence to a completely unexpected observation. In 1945, Percy Spencer, an American engineer working at Raytheon Corporation, was conducting experiments with magnetrons, devices that generate microwaves for radar systems. While standing near an active magnetron, Spencer noticed that a chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. Intrigued by the effect of microwaves on food, Spencer decided to conduct further experiments. He placed popcorn kernels near the magnetron, and to his amazement, they began popping. In another test, he placed an egg in front of the microwaves, only for it to explode as it quickly cooked from the inside. Spencer realized that the microwave radiation could be harnessed to cook food quickly, leading to the development of the first microwave oven, known as the Radar-Ainge, in 1947. Although early models were bulky and expensive, improvements over time made microwaves affordable and compact enough for home kitchens. Today, the microwave oven is an indispensable appliance in homes around the world, and it all started with a melted chocolate bar. 3. Vulcanized rubber, an accident that changed industry. In the early 1800s, rubber was widely used, but it had significant flaws. It became sticky in heat and brittle in cold weather, making it unreliable for many purposes. Charles Goodyear, an American inventor, was determined to find a solution. For years, he experimented with different methods to improve rubber's durability, without success. Then, in 1839, by sheer accident, Goodyear made the discovery that would change everything. According to the story, Goodyear accidentally dropped a mixture of rubber and sulfur onto a hot stove. To his surprise, the rubber didn't melt or become sticky. Instead, it became stronger, more elastic, and resistant to temperature changes. This process, known as vulcanization, made rubber far more durable and versatile. It was soon used in everything from tires to industrial machinery. Goodyear's persistence, combined with this fortuitous accident, revolutionized the rubber industry, laying the groundwork for countless modern innovations. Although Goodyear struggled financially during his lifetime, his discovery left an indelible mark on the world. 4. Post-it notes, the sticky solution. Born from a failure. The creation of Post-it notes, one of the most popular office supplies in the world, started with a failed experiment. In 1968, Spencer Silver, a chemist working at 3M, was trying to develop a super-strong adhesive. However, what he ended up with was an adhesive that was surprisingly weak. It could stick to surfaces, but could easily be peeled off without leaving residue. For years, Silver promoted his discovery within 3M, but no one could think of a practical use for it. That changed in 1974 when his colleague Art Fry had a eureka moment. Fry sang in his church choir and used small slips of paper to mark his hymnal pages. The problem was, the slips would often fall out. He realized that Silver's adhesive could create bookmarks that would stay in place yet be easily removed. Together, Silver and Fry developed the product that would become Post-it notes. Although it was initially met with skepticism, the product soon gained popularity, revolutionizing the way people organize and communicate. What began as a failed adhesive experiment became a billion-dollar product, found in homes and offices around the globe. 5. X-rays, a glimpse inside the human body. The discovery of X-rays in 1895 by German physicist Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen was one of the most important accidental breakthroughs in medical history. Röntgen was experimenting with cathode rays when he noticed something strange. Although he had covered the cathode ray tube with black cardboard, a nearby fluorescent screen continued to glow. This glow was caused by an unknown type of ray that could pass through solid objects. Fascinated, Röntgen began experimenting with the rays by placing different objects in their path. When he placed his hand between the rays and a photographic plate, he saw the silhouette of his bones. He had discovered what we now call X-rays. Röntgen's discovery revolutionized medical diagnostics. For the first time, doctors could see inside the human body without surgery. Within months, X-rays were being used in hospitals around the world to diagnose fractures and other internal injuries. Röntgen received the first-ever Nobel Prize in Physics in 1901 for this discovery, and X-rays remain an essential tool in medicine today. These 5 accidental discoveries – penicillin, the microwave oven, vulcanized rubber, Post-it notes, and X-rays – demonstrate that some of the most important innovations in history happen when we least expect them. What they all have in common is that the scientists behind them were open to the unexpected and curious enough to explore the possibilities. Sometimes, it's not the initial goal of an experiment that matters most, but the willingness to embrace unexpected outcomes. These serendipitous discoveries continue to impact our daily lives, reminding us that even mistakes can lead to groundbreaking innovations.